Right, this is for anybody who wants to work on opening up their hips. So today we're going to work on 4 different exercises. The first one, what we're going to do is just in a kneeling position. I want you to sit back onto your heels, reach your hands out in front. And all we're going to do is just try to get a nice little stretch in here. You feel it into the back, but also into the hips a little bit. Now, you're going to come out of that, put your knees out a little bit wider, and then we're going to sit back into that position again. Keep your feet together as you separate your knees and lower your chest down. Holding just for about 3 to 5 seconds. And you come out of that position, widen those knees again. Sit back to the heels and reach the hands out. All the while trying to lower your chest down as low as you can go. And what we're trying to do is just get as much width from the knees as we can, keeping those feet together. So knees are separating, we're going back into that position again. Coming out, and just trying to get as wide as those hips will allow. Once you've reached as wide as you can go, you're going to bring it back in to that center position again, and you're going to start it all over again. Okay, so sitting back onto the heels, reaching the hands out. And we want to do that 3 times through, so from close to wide, 3 times. All right, exercise 1 done. Number 2 then, we're just going to do some adductor rocks. So from this position, you're going to step your foot out to the side, okay, and then from there you're going to reach forward, get your hands on the ground, and what I want you to do is just sit back onto your heel as you drop your chest down, and then just rock forward. So you're going forward and back, and if you want to make the stretch a bit deeper into that inner thigh, you can just push that foot further away and lower yourself down to the ground and then come up out of that position. So just rocking back and forth out of it. So I want to do about 8 to 10 on one side, and then you're going to switch it over 8 to 10 on the other side. And you might find yourself loosen up as you get into it. So if you find that's the case, just push that foot further away so you get a bit of a deeper stretch into the movement. Alright, once we've done that, we're going to get into a half kneeling position. Okay, so one knee on the ground, the other foot out in front. Now with this foot, I want your heel beyond the knee. Okay, I'll show you the side arm view after this. So what we're going to do, tuck your pelvis in underneath, just to lengthen that hip flexor. We're going to reach the hands up to the ceiling, and I just want you to tilt over the side of the leg is out. So bending into the spine. You're then going to reach back up to the ceiling. I want you to lean forward from the hips, push your bum back, get your chest over the ground, lift your toes up to the ceiling and straighten out that front leg for a bit of a hamstring stretch. You're then going to come forward and move back into that hip flexor. So again, tucking the hips in under, reaching up, leaning to the side. So let me show you a side view of that one. So from here, you want to get your foot, so that's underneath the knee, the heel. Let's get it beyond that. Okay? From there, tuck the hips in underneath, get that pull into the hip flexor. Reach the hands up to the ceiling, and then from there, tilt to the side, come back up, bend into the hips, push the bum back, chest over ground, toes will lift, and you're going to straighten out that leg. Now we don't need it to be completely straight, you can have a little bend into the knee, and you'll be feeling it into the belly of the hamstring. So you're going to transition from each of those 3 times before you then switch over onto the other side. Last exercise then, you're going to lie face down onto the ground for what's called scorpions. So from here, get your arms out to the side in a T position. You're then going to lift your hips off the ground, bend into your knee, and try and get your foot as close to the opposite hand as you can. You're then going to bring it back down, change sides. Really good for the back, hip flexors, chest, shoulders. A really full body one this. And just rocking side to side. And that's it. So 4 exercises that are really good to get you prepped for any sort of lower body day. Give them a go and let us know what you think.